Good evening to everyone. Here we are for reveal number 849. This is a 1961 D. It's an old paper wrapped roll from the Cleveland Trust Company. Never been inside of it before, so it's going to be a surprise to me as it is to you. What's in here? What's going on? What are we going to see? How's everybody doing today? This wonderful Sunday evening. Got the Steelers versus the Chargers coming up this evening. Coin number 1 in this roll goes to Doug. And let me get these lights angled right. Get them properly focused. There we go. All right. Now let's see, what do we have? You got to go both directions when you're swinging around these things, taking a look for any doubling on the mint mark. I say that mainly because 1961 DRPM number 4 is actually difficult to see sometimes in certain die states if you only look at it with the round part going downward. You have to turn it over the other way around if your lighting is like mine to be able to see down inside there and see what's going on. You have to excuse me, my medication issue is still here. That's why I didn't broadcast yesterday. I didn't. My tummy couldn't handle it yesterday. I'm doing fine today, though. Let me get this lighting. Sometimes you can spend an entire show and not get it 100%. I think we're a little closer now. Let's keep looking, see what we get on the reverse of some of these. 1961 D is not well known for anything on the reverse. We'll take a look at a number of the earlier coins in the roll on the reverse side to see what we get. Here's Mickey. Let's see what Mickey gets. Nice. Nice. Mickey gets a nice RPM. That is a really nice RPM. I don't know which one it is, but it is a nice one. I'm going to bring it up a little closer. And hang on, trying to put it in a place where we can get a good image. Here we go. Got a picture of it that we can refer to at any point in time a little later on if we choose to. It's got a tripled lower tail, a tripled lower serif. Get it flipped back around here. I know this one's listed somewhere. This one is a D over D over D, tilted and tilted. 3 Ds, and you can't determine, so you can see that third one down there now, you can't determine which one was first or second, so there is no primary or secondary, which is why you get D over D over D, tilted and tilted. They're all kind of swimming together. It's like you can't even see anything on the curve on the outside as far as doubling is concerned because it's just not there. Alrighty then, there's one for Mickey. First RPM of the roll, coin number 3. Let's check coin number 4, see what we get. Farm Dog. Farm Dog. Let's see what Farm Dog gets. Oh, it is an RPM, but it's not the same one. It's a different one. Also a nice RPM. This one also is a D over D tilted. It's because if you look at it, the lower the lower relief mint mark is south here, and it's north here. So what that tells you is that this piece here belongs with this piece here, and then this piece down here belongs with this piece up here. So this is on top, this is below, this is on top, this is below, and so they're intertwined as being tilted with one another. So that is the next coin in the batch for Farm Dog. And let's see what we get next. Man, we had a serious thunderstorm last night. Doppler radar and the velocimeter indicated that we had rotation in the sky, possibility of a minor tornado. And this is one of the same die that Mickey got. So another nice one here. Let's see if we can pull a marker off of this, even though we may not even need one. But let's try anyway, just for the experience of doing so. I'm going to pull this back up so it's a little easier to see the field. And there is my little marker right there. There is a doubled, it looks like a quotation mark. There's a doubled little die gouge right there. Two die gouges right next to one another. Little tiny ones. And that is going to be the marker I use going forward for that die. So that's coin number 5. Now coin number 6. Paul Hampton. Let's see what Mr. Hampton gets. It's going to be one of those days. I'm going to have trouble with focus the entire evening. We've got this roll, and we've got one more after this one for this evening. That is a flake of metal hanging off of the 9 there. It is not an RPM. However, it does have an interesting little thing going on with the top part of the 9 there. All right, let's see if we have anything else on this one. The other ones, we've had RPMs. There are no known RPMs associated with double dies in 1961D. So, given that, I haven't been looking at the reverse side of any of these that have an RPM, because those RPMs are likely listed, and I know they're not listed with a double die reverse or obverse. So that one is a nothing. Let's move on to coin number 7. Let's see what we get there. Here is Carrie's first coin. Oh, Carrie's around to see it. First coin. Let's see what she gets. Oh, bummer. Not an RPM. And not a double die. Yeah, not there. Let's check the reverse. See if the reverse gives us anything. I'm getting kind of tired of my focus here. Not staying on point. My focus is not staying on point. Okay. That is nothing, unfortunately. Hello, Kubali. Evolution Revolution. Second appearance for Evolution Revolution. Unfortunately, is going to equal another normal coin. This time around. Let's see about coin number 9. Mark Thomas. Mark Nice RPM. There we go. That's one of the tripled RPMs. We should have our little doubled. Yeah, it's there. A little quotation mark looking thing. It's right here and right up here. Although the light is not giving me very good readiness to be able to see it. There is also a pretty nice looking die scratch up here above the 9. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, there's a die dot on the nose. Number of different little markers here. Alright, so that's our first die of the roll. Coin number 9. Here's coin number 10. We've got 2 different RPMs showing up so far. We have a total of 4 out of 10 coins. 4 out of 10 coins. See if we can get that average to go up. We got nothing here. My lighting is seriously giving me fits today. Let's see. Make sure I've got everything in the right spot in the right way. Yep. Sometimes it just does. Sometimes it's just difficult. I don't know, Taco John. I certainly hope so, but Chargers I think are doing okay this year. I think aren't they near the top of the AFC West? You got the yeah, it would have to be. I think they're number 2 in AFC West. Of course, Steelers are number 2 in the AFC East, I think. So, or AFC North, sorry. I'm thinking of something completely different. Yeah, I could pick the Chargers. I mean, I just did. I could pick my Steelers. I could do that. Although they're going to have a little bit of a challenge with the Chargers today. I don't know if old Aaron Rodgers stays on his game, it should be pretty good. Yeah, Chargers definitely have the record to be worried about. Go Marshawn Nealand. It's too bad to hear that some of our young NFL players are losing their lives, especially at their own hand. That is a very sad story. Just say something to everyone out there right now, everyone listening, whether you know it or not, or whether you care or not, or whether anyone else has ever told you, this world is a better place with you in it. So don't even think about how nobody cares. This is one of the RPMs. This is the tripled lower serif, I do believe. I'm trying to get in to look at it. Maybe not. Nope, this is that one with the doubled serif. So what are we going to do about marker on this one? Looking for something obvious. Not finding the obvious. Alright, there's a little mark right out here to the southeast of the D, and there's also a small die crack between the 9 and the 6. So let me get what would be a good photo of this. That way when people come in and say, "What are you finding?" I can just go back and show them. Not that I'm anyone or anything particularly special, but I was almost one of those veterans we lost to suicide. It's just a good thing that that didn't happen. My life is far better now than it used to be. All right, there we go. So there is our first RPM. Here is our second RPM. They're quite different from one another, although they are quite similar as well. Similar and different, all in the same one. And Mickey gets this one, so Mickey's got one of each. And Mickey is not in the house, or he's not making himself known. Here is Jim Fletcher. Let's see, what can we do here for Jim Fletcher? Yeah, we got nothing there. Let me twist everything back around to where it belongs, make it a little easier for me. Alrighty then. Much better. Much better. Nothing there. Rolls I'll have on the row reveal tomorrow. Yes, there is a 1949D, 1953D, 1954 plane, 1959D, and 1983D. All right, here's one for Stan the Man. Let's get us where we can at least skip over the molecular structure of the coin and look at the design. Yeah, zoom out a little bit there. Yeah, we'll have a reveal show tomorrow. Don't forget. And I will be doing my first of many sell-off auctions on Tuesday. One thing to say about that is that there is a list up right now, although that list is not a complete list. Complete list will be up tomorrow. Naya. But if you guys are wanting to support the channel, and if you are wanting coins to look through, not sure, Taco John. If you were missing one, let me know. I think there was one that was sent but never received that we need to take care of. I don't think you ever saw it. Thanks for reminding me on that. Nikki Silverstacker, welcome to the channel. Not my problem. Can you remind me who you are? I only remember certain people sometimes, you know. We will also be doing a pull this week. And the pull that we will be doing this week will include silver, which has just been on fire the last month. Kurt. Nothing on that one. Richard Sappington loves him a coin pull. I will be sending out a broadcast message this evening and tomorrow evening reminding you of the auction that'll be coming up on Tuesday. If you want in on those, you must let me know once that you want to opt in. Everyone who has sent an email, coppercoinscd@coppercoins.com. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. cd@coppercoins.com. Please send me an email. Let me know you want to opt in to the email list. If you have already done that, I already have you on it. Anyone who does not actively opt in will not receive emails from me. The auction list is at coppercoins.com/auction. And I do believe I got it up there. If I didn't, I'll put it up right after this reveal. But I may be fooling myself into believing I did it. It should have the date of 11/11 on it. All right, one for Beth Land here. Nothing again. We were doing so well at the beginning of the roll. Polly. Okay, I've seen that enough times now. I want to investigate. Yeah, just not sure how we could call that an RPM. It kind of looks interesting. I'm looking at that thing just to the center left of the D mint mark. It's a little hump over there. It looks like it could be part of a lower serif, but it's just not really showing up as anything definitive. I run into a few of these coins in this roll so far. I just wanted to get a really close look to see what we had. Taco, has it got the right date on it? Should be like 25-ish lots. I can't remember if I actually saved the upload. If I didn't, I'll take care of it at the end of this show. Okay, he says it's in there. So I'm adding to it up until the time of the auction. See, there's another one of those. That little weird spiky looking thing just off to the left of the center of the mint mark. Okay. I think I got it up there. It's going to end up being about 35 to 40 lots when I'm finished. 25 for Blaine. Another one. Well, we got a whole bunch of the same die coming down as we look here. Hello, Paul. Good evening to you, sir. Alex Harbe. Oh, wrong side. We want to look at the mint mark. We have to look at the side that has mint marks on it. Okay, this one is not an RPM. Not a doubled I. Not a DDO. Alex, good evening to you, sir. Carl. Another one of those. Stan. Let's see what we can get for Stan here. There we go. That's one of our tripled RPMs. Nice. All right, Stan gets one. 29 now for Jim. Well, I was just considering talking about a streak, but that kind of isn't happening. So let's get back on it. Get back on the horsey and ride. One for Mr. McCumber. I haven't seen him in this show. Yeah, well, you look at that. That's different altogether. Not an RPM, but it's a different die. Have not seen this one yet today. Point number 31 now, Chuck Patillo. Next roll is going to be an original 1964 roll. We've got a really nice double die reverse to be watching for in that. I do believe the alternate names are going to be correct because these are not actually the alternate names. Frosty brought that to my attention with an article. The names you're looking at now are actual unique usernames, whereas the other ones that we were used to were pseudonyms. And anybody can change their pseudonym to whatever they want it to be and come on the channel and wreak havoc as someone else. But the one with the @ sign in the beginning that you're looking at now is your actual unique username. Every user on YouTube has a unique username. So these usernames are what you get and what you are going to be known as throughout. Now mine, I can't remember. Yeah, mine comes up as Coppercoins because my username is Coppercoins. Another one of those. That little angle looking thing. Number 34. One for Carl. Not an RPM. And not a DDO. Number 35. Kurt Pierce. And it's another one of those little things. Brian Johnson. Good day to you, sir. Number 36 is Sissy. Caught nothing there. Number 37 now, Taco John. Now, Taco John is going to get a normal coin. After Taco John comes Stan. Stan again. And Stan will receive a normal coin. All right. Coin 39, Mark. Mock. Let's see what Mark gets. Hey, looky there. We have one of our tripled mint marks again. D over D. Brian Johnson. Let me go check. You've said that. I'll go check real quick. Because I want to make sure everybody's been paid attention to. Let's see. Let me look at my list and see if I have you added to the list. And if not, unfortunately, I think I'll need you to send again, because there are some times I don't receive everything. Okay, Brian, I have you on the list. I've had you on the list since the 5th of August. What am I doing? What am I doing? Brian is a registered user. There we go, Brian. You're blue now. Oh, we don't. Well, yeah, we do. We still have wrenches. Okay. I thought they changed more. Taco John. Taco John. And the bite of the normal coin is back with us again. Yes, we are the blue person group. 41, Brad. And Brad pulls a normal coin. Yeah, we've got a number of RPMs. I can't necessarily say that we're running kind of flat on this roll, because it's actually pretty nice. The coins are in pretty good shape. John, good day, sir. If there is anyone who has not registered, you may do so All I have to have is the username showing on the screen right now for you, whatever that is, at whatever. Then I will need your email address so that I can register you, and whatever your real name is. So when I go to PayPal and try to do shipping, I know who I'm shipping to. Oh, you're Dirty Water. Oh, looky there. We've got another one of our tripled mint marks. Oh, no, you're not Dirty Water. John, if you are already registered, please let me know. There is another one of our tripled RPM. That one's for Doug. DWCNC is Dirty Water. John R. Mech is not Dirty Water. Get it straight, Chuck. Ooh, that's kind of ugly right there. It's a good thing it's what is up with this? It's actually still a red coin. It's just got a bunch of brown specks on it. Yeah. Blaine. The Blaine effect. Zeke, hello. You guys are going to have to forgive me as I get used to the names that we have, because I'm not used to seeing them, and there may be people chatting right now who I know, but I don't know this name. It's like, you know, everybody know that Kubali is actually Taco John. There's Kevin Hawthorne. Good evening, Kevin. Yeah, Zeke Rodriguez. I'm not familiar with that name. That's an ender, and it's not necessarily a pretty one. Dirty Water. These are actually the unique ones. The one with the @ sign is actually your unique name. They let us use pseudonyms so that we could be whomever we wanted to be outside of our registered username. And, well, somebody ruined that for us by effectively cloning people. We can't do that anymore. Coin 49 now, Rithy Yorth. Crispy Mofo, hello. Good day to you, sir. Nothing again here. I see Crispy's name, and I have to remind you guys, you don't have to be spending money to hang out. We are a family. We can chit-chat, talk together, and do whatever we want to do, and don't have to be in the throes of doing a transaction. So stop by any Tuesday at the auction when we're actually having one. There is another one of our tripled RPMs. I recognize that die. Coin collector, formerly known as Tim. Yeah, it's too long for me to type. Alright, so this one is over. I'm going to flip through the ones that have a tripled RPM here. There's 7 of those, and Mark got 2 of them. And then with the doubled mint mark. Got Farm Dog and Mickey. So Mickey got a lucky pull out of this particular reveal. Zeke Rodriguez, could you tell me the username I would know you by? I'll be able to tell you whether I remember. No guarantees that I will, but I usually do. All right, that one is done. And in the books, I'm going to pop out of here real quick. Oh, John, if you want to participate in the auctions, if you want to buy anything at the auctions, or if you want to purchase coins in these reveals so that you get coins out of these rolls, you can register with me and I will get you added to the list of people and you'll become a part of the family. There's the email address. Now we're going to exit here. We're going to go on to reveal number 850 and come back in about 3 minutes and take care of that one. So I'll see you there.